Imagine you are living inside a prison, but you can see the walls, you can feel the chains, and worst of all, you believe you are free because every second something is there to distract you. A video, a notification, a headline, one more scroll, and perhaps that is the most dangerous form of captivity. Not when the truth is hidden from you, but when you become too entertained to look for the truth. Neil Postman saw this coming long before Instagram, before TikTok, before algorithms learned how to keep your attention. He wrote a book called Amusing Ourselves to Death, a title that sounds dramatic until you realize it may describe the world we live in today. Postman asked a simple question: does media simply deliver information, or does it change the way we think? Most people see media as a tool, but Postman argued something deeper. The medium itself shapes the message. Books, newspapers, televisions, smartphones, they don't just carry ideas, they train our minds in different ways. There was a time when people spent hours reading, analyzing, debating, building arguments. The mind was trained for focus and patience. Then something changed. Image arrived, speed arrived, entertainment arrived, and slowly the culture changed with them. Postman believed television had a hidden danger, not because it spread lies, but because it turned everything into entertainment. Politics become entertainment, news become entertainment, religion become entertainment, education become entertainment. Everything had to be engaging. Everything had to be easy, and if it wasn't entertaining, people stopped paying attention. Now look around, look at your phone, look at the endless streams of content, the constant battle of your attention. Maybe Postman predicted more than television. Maybe he predicted the attention economy. Today, attention is one of the most valuable resources in the world. Companies compete for it, platforms monetize it, algorithms optimize for it, and often we give it away without thinking. Researchers have repeatedly warned that many digital platforms are designed to maximize engagement, not understanding. The goal is not always to help you think, the goal is to keep you watching, keep scrolling, keep clicking. And perhaps that is why channels like Mr. Brilliant matters. Not because they provide all the answers, but because they encourage deeper questions. Because in a world competing for your attention, protecting your ability to think may be one of the last forms of freedom. Postman compared two famous visions of the future. One came from George Orwell, a world where truth is controlled and suppressed. The other came from Aldous Huxley, a world where people become so distracted by pleasure and entertainment that they stop caring about truth altogether. Postman believed Huxley was closer to reality because maybe nobody will ban books Maybe people will simply stop reading them. Maybe nobody will forbid critical thinking. Maybe people will lose interest in it. And isn't that a frightening possibility? Everything is faster than ever. Information is everywhere, yet meaning often feels harder to find. We are more connected, yet many people feel more isolated. We consume endless information, yet wisdom remains rare. Postman warned about the illusion of being informed, the feeling that because information surrounds us, we understand the world. But information alone is not understanding. Facts are not wisdom. Knowledge requires reflection, and reflection requires time. Something modern life rarely gave us. Scroll after scroll, video after video, headlines after headline, looking, consuming, reacting, but rarely stopping to ask why. Technology scholar Shirley Turkle has spent years studying a similar paradox. Human beings can be connected to thousands of people and still feel deeply alone. Perhaps that's because we no longer spend much time in silence. The screen is always there, waiting, calling, distracting. Every moment of boredom is filled. Every moment of discomfort is interrupted. Every difficult question is replaced by another piece of content. And so we keep moving, not away from the world, but away from ourselves. Maybe that is why so many people struggle with anxiety and restlessness. Not because they are alone, but because they are rarely alone with their own thoughts. We avoid silence, we avoid reflection, we avoid the uncomfortable questions that help us grow. And over time, we risk becoming strangers to ourselves. This is why Postman's books is still matters. Because it isn't really about television, it isn't really about social media. It is about a timeless human temptation, the desire to escape, to avoid discomfort, to replace meaning with distraction. And perhaps Postman's final warning is this: civilizations do not always collapse through force. Sometimes they fade through distraction, through endless entertainment, through a culture that values amusement more than understanding. A world where everyone is watching, but very few rare people truly seeing. And maybe the last time you turned off your phone and sat quietly for a moment, you felt something unusual and emptiness, a silence, a space that felt uncomfortable. But maybe that feeling wasn't something to escape. Maybe it was something to listen to. Because beneath all the noise, beneath all the notifications, beneath all the distractions, there is still a voice waiting to be heard, your own. This is Mr. Brilliant, where certainty ends and curiosity begins, because the most dangerous prison is not the one built around you, it is the one built inside you. And perhaps the moment you stop searching for truth is the moment you begin losing it. Until next time, keep questioning, keep thinking.